How did one man's thoughts change the world as we know it? Today, we turn back the hands of time to the 18th century Enlightenment, to a man named Jean-Jacques Rousseau. A philosopher, writer, and composer, Rousseau's ideas have echoed through the ages, shaping political, philosophical, and educational thought in ways that still resonate today. From the formation of governments to the nurturing of young minds, his influence is undeniable. Dive with us as we unravel the life and impact of Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Born in Geneva in 1712, Rousseau's journey was far from ordinary. His early life was marred by tragedy. His mother passed away just days after his birth, a devastating event that he would never truly overcome. The abandonment by his father a few years later set the stage for a childhood filled with hardship and self-reliance. Rousseau found solace in books. His self-education became his refuge, his sanctuary. The seeds of his future philosophy took root in these formative years, as he developed a deep empathy for the less fortunate and a profound belief in the innate goodness of humanity. Rousseau's early experiences shaped his worldview, laying the foundation for his later work. His struggle with adversity, his rebellion against social norms, and his deep love for knowledge all played a crucial role in molding the self-taught philosopher we know today. Rousseau, the self-taught philosopher, was just beginning to make his mark. Rousseau's unconventional ideas began to stir the pot. His rise to prominence took a dramatic turn with his winning essay, Discourse on the Arts and Sciences. In this groundbreaking piece, Rousseau took a stance that was unique for his time. He argued, rather provocatively, that the advancement of arts and sciences had not led to the betterment of society, but rather had corrupted virtues. This was a bold claim, a challenge to the prevailing Enlightenment thought that celebrated progress and reason. Rousseau dared to question the very foundation of the society he lived in. This audacious perspective threw him into the limelight. His ideas sparked controversy, heated debates, and a flurry of attention. The intellectual circles were abuzz, and Rousseau found himself at the center of it all. His voice, once a mere whisper in the grand symphony of ideas, was now a resounding trumpet. Rousseau's ideas were revolutionary, and they were just starting to take root. Rousseau's thoughts were a catalyst for change. His revolutionary ideas shook the very foundations of society and challenged the status quo. Firstly, let's delve into his concept of the social contract theory. Rousseau proposed that all individuals willingly surrender their natural rights to a collective body in exchange for protection and the establishment of a civil society. This was a radical departure from the prevailing notion that power was ordained by divine right. Instead, Rousseau argued that authority rests in the hands of the people, a concept that would later inspire the French and American revolutions. Next, we come to his idea of the noble savage. Rousseau posited that man in his natural state, untouched by society, was peaceful and content. He suggested that it was society and its institutions that corrupted man's natural goodness. This perspective was a direct challenge to the prevalent belief that humans were innately sinful, and it sparked fierce debates that continue till this day. Finally, Rousseau's views on education were equally groundbreaking. He advocated for a child-centric approach to teaching, where learning was driven by a child's curiosity rather than imposed by an authority figure. This idea, now the bedrock of many modern pedagogical methods, was revolutionary for its time. Rousseau's ideas were not just radical, they were transformative. They challenged existing norms, sparked debates, and ultimately helped shape the society we live in today. Rousseau had ignited a philosophical revolution. Rousseau's ideas continue to resonate today. His thoughts on the natural goodness of humans and the corruption of society have left an indelible mark on our world. In politics, his belief in the general will and direct democracy influenced the French Revolution, shaping the course of modern political thought. His concept of the social contract remains a cornerstone of Western political theory, asserting that governments must derive their authority from the consent of the governed. In the realm of education, Rousseau championed a progressive approach, emphasizing learning through experience rather than rote memorization. His novel Émile, or On Education, sparked a shift towards child-centered education, an idea that continues to inform educational practices today. In philosophy, Rousseau's exploration of the self and his emphasis on personal authenticity has greatly impacted our understanding of human nature and individual freedom. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, a self-taught philosopher from Geneva, forever changed how we think about society, education, and ourselves. Be sure to hit that like or subscribe button and keep being curious, beautiful, and continue learning. Check out some of my other videos and keep staying curious.